Yo, come on in, talk to us right quick, man. Come
Yes,
on in and
sir.
talk to us right quick. Let's have a quick conversation, man. Let's have a quick conversation. Um,
Yeah,
couple of
man, we
topics
need
out right
all.
now, and we just gonna touch on a couple of them. But y'all know what the main topic is. Y'all see it right there in the background. New era with uniforms, so hopefully it's a new era.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to win a
Oh,
Super
God.
Bowl. But
Yeah, we need a
y'all,
new era, bro.
yeah. Go ahead.
No, no, I would just say, yeah, we need a new era, bro. Like seriously, because that the last jerseys and everything that was surrounded around those jerseys, it just didn't work out. The font, the record, so the results, all that stuff, it just didn't work out. So we are in a new regime. We have a new regime. We have a new regime on jerseys. I know Matt Ryan had said when he was talking about the jersey that this is normally a 2-year process. And I'm assuming mostly because you got to get certifications and the approvals and all that good stuff, blah, blah, and everything.
Right.
But I really want to know how everyone is feeling about our jerseys. I know, Smitty, I'm going to get your opinion in a second, but hey, man, I really want to know how the fan base is feeling.
Yeah, man. We gotta say what's up to the chat, man. Ben Lax videos, what's good, man? He said new uniform, that's just something we gotta hold in and take. Even though how we feeling right now, only thing I like about the new units is the red. That's all. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta hold it in the road. Uh I basically guess it right on Madden. Yeah. RB, what's up,
Yeah,
man? Tonio said new uniforms are mid. They could have added stripes to make them pop, but what's good, man? Yeah, I agree with that. I said if they wanted to, and I get where they were going with how they were putting them together because I kind of broke it down in that short I did yesterday or day before yesterday as to how they tied them to the former eras. Because if y'all remember, Atlanta came into existence in '66, and their initial jerseys were black. And 71, they changed them out in 5 years, and they changed over to
hmm
red, and they wore that red all the way up to 1990. When they changed, when it went to what thing it was called Back in Black, with Jerry Glanville,
yeah, back in
and
black. Yeah,
yeah, so
the bad, and they
the
were
only
called
other
like some bad boys too.
right, right. So if you go back to the end, the only other time I remember them wearing those red jerseys was in 1994 when they had the 75th anniversary. They wore the road throwbacks and they wore the home throwbacks from the 70s. So all the way up from that point,
Right.
all the way up to I think it was 2020, they always had red in their uniforms. So I get that part with the red. I even get the part with the all white because if you look at the all white, you remember we had this discussion the other day. In the '70s, their road uniforms were all white, so
We're
they
all white.
did,
Yeah.
yeah. So they did pay homage to those. But I'm guessing the reason why they didn't put a black jersey in was because they have a black throwback. But the thing about it, we need black jersey anyway because that's Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's Atlanta.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
That should definitely be that should definitely be a staple, Smitty. The black jerseys. That is really like my biggest gripe more than anything. I'm like, where's my black jersey? But again, like you said, it's probably gonna be a throwback. It may be the actual throwback that we're used to seeing. Michael Penix has jerseys. I think Dion, a few other players have jerseys in that particular font with the old school type Falcon logo.
Right.
But that may be a throwback or whatnot, but it's all good. The white jersey to me actually looks a little bit better than the red jersey. I know it was some leaks that was going on. There are no stripes on the sleeves or whatnot, but there are stripes on the pants. I would prefer to see stripes on the sleeves more so, kind of like how that old school Vic slash Matt Ryan used to look. Jersey used to look. And honestly, I was looking and hoping for possibly like an all black look, like kind of like remember that all black that we had when Vic was the quarterback.
Right.
Um, I just think that just looks so great, like with the black helmets. And I was hoping for a red helmet, but it seems like they're just going to try to keep this as a specialty thing. So with the red helmets, we wear it at a special time. But honestly, I feel like we should make the red helmets the standard. Yes, we do play well in them, and why not make something that you play well in the standard? I understand, some people like, oh, you may tarnish it and everything. I'm like, oh, well, I feel like you're thinking of. I feel like you're overthinking it. Just wear what you look good in, what the players feel good in. You look good, you feel good, you play good, they pay good. I mean, everybody knows that
Facts.
statement.
Facts. And the thing is, man, like I said, I don't hate the jerseys. I just feel they're a little
No,
too
I
plain
don't.
for me. But again, I don't like the fonts on the jerseys either because that's just me. I'm old school and I didn't grow up off of that. But again, they can still I think have silver pants, and I've been hearing reports there still could be. But that's just yet to be seen. But Tonio said uniforms are very underwhelming, and a lot of people were kind of disappointed when they seen no black jerseys. We thought the red, we knew the red was coming, but we didn't know it was going to just be the primary color. We didn't know that. I said they will look better when we start winning. What's up with it? Meat watching, what's good, my guy? Kendra said we shouldn't have done great. We should have done great pants. I agree. Yeah, I like the red, man, but I just feel like they could have just did so much better with those, man. A lot of people cool with them, and a lot of people like the jerseys, man. I like the jerseys. To me, I don't like the font on the numbers, the letters. That's just me. But again, even when they came, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, I was talking to Big Low and Kerry and all the good content creators, and we were just like, well, when the red jersey was kind of like leaked or whatnot, and it was like, oh, what you think about it? I said, well, if I seen somebody from afar and I didn't know and I didn't know that was a Falcon jersey, like let's say I just missed the reveal and everything like that, I definitely would have been looking at them and said, "Go Dogs."
Yeah.
Because that's what it looks like to me. The red jersey looks like a Georgia Bulldogs jersey, to be honest. To me, just take Bulldogs away. Take that little black strip that's around the neck collar for the Bulldogs away, and you got a Falcons. To me,
yeah, agreed. Yeah, that's. I think my cousin said that earlier when we were talking. He said they look more like Georgia than Falcons, and I get it. Like I said, the red, and the crazy thing about it, man. Even with the throwbacks, the red jersey sell more than any of them, and that's crazy because, like I said, I like black. But when you look at numbers, the red jersey sell more than any. My guy, let's get it, GA, man. Thank you for the donation, my brother. He said they look bland. We are the Atlanta, Texas. And if you look at the Houston, Texas, it looked very similar. It looked very similar, but the thing with the Texans, they at least got stripes on their uniform. And look, like I said, if they put the old school stripes on the shoulders like we had in the 70s and 80s, these look totally different, totally dynamic, because that would blend in a little more black and a little more white, maybe a little bit more silver.
Yep, I can go for that.
Robert, what's up, my guy? Sean said he think they trash. I mean, hey, Willie, man, appreciate you, my guy.
I just feel like the Falcons. I feel like the Falcons, man, they had an opportunity to just, to just improve it. All they had to do was just improve some things. I think we would have been, and I think we've been okay. But the fact that you didn't, it's kind of like, it got people feeling the type of way. I totally understand. I really do get it. They do look kind of bland. I mean, they do. Depending on for what we was kind of expecting. You would think that even with the sleeves from the last, not this past time, but from the time before that, what we was wearing, you feel like those had a little bit more pop than what we're dealing with now.
Yeah, agreed. But it happens like that sometimes. What can you do? A-Time Forever said the red and white is lit. Yeah, I like the red and white combination. Like I said, that's a throwback to the old school in the 70s. So I get that part. The new uniforms, can you say the Atlanta Cardinals? And they everybody but the Falcons. They the Cardinals, the Texans, they everybody. DBG11 said they could have done better, but better than what we had. Uh, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If we didn't have that ugly ass ATL on the last uniforms, I could have just rocked with those. But and then I don't know where the hell they got the fonts from. That 3D, I don't know where they got that from. But if they wanted somebody to customize jersey, they could have called me. I would have done it because I would have gave them a reason to bring back the throwbacks for a permanent jersey because that's the city.
Yeah,
Joe said,
I agree.
yeah. Joe said, man, the only ones that look fire are the white on white and the red on white, but the white and black pants is atrocious.
Yeah,
Pants,
I ain't like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was gonna bring it up, but since it's already been brought up, yes, bro. What was that they had Jalen Walker wearing? I was like, those black pants. You just give me. My thing is, give me a black jersey. If
that's
you
what
would have
I'm
gave me a
saying.
black jersey with those black pants, that
You there?
black pants, black jersey, you kind of
Yes,
going back
Charlie.
to that, that bad boy style. And you letting
Right.
folks know what's going on. But yeah, man, I didn't like that look. That the black pants with the white jersey. I really didn't even like that look from the last pair that we had. Remember we had the white jerseys with the black pants then too.
Yeah, but I can relate to the white and the black though. And the reason why I can, is really just a uniform flip from the black jersey to the white pants. It's just a flip. That's all. But if you're gonna give her a black pants, just give her all black uniform. Just go all the way with it. Just give us all black uniform. That's all I'm saying. Robert, appreciate the donation, my brother. Tonyo said all blacks would have been smooth. I hope they were able to add that later on, like a color rush. And the thing about it, man, I'm glad you brought that up, Tonyo, because the last jerseys we had, the uniforms, we were supposed to wear red pants on some of those, but we never got to them. They never pulled them out. I don't know if they weren't feeling them, or I don't know. But I hope they add a black jersey, and they still can probably with league's approval. Or they could still, I think they should still have an all black uniform because, like I said, in 2006, all blacks, the all blacks of the last uniform, they were pretty slick. But I just think black is just Atlanta, man. It just is. Auntie, what's up? Red looks like the Cardinals. I mean, hey, he I gotta say, man, black just pops with the in Atlanta. It just does. I literally guessed these to the T on the short I posted on March 16th. Hey, K Vincent. I mean, we knew red was coming back because people been asking for it. They been asking for the red. Auntie said the red on white is lit. Yeah. There definitely should have been a black on gray uniform. I'm not sure what they were thinking. Actually, white on black should have been black on gray. Yeah, go back to the 90s. And like I said, they still got time to do that, man. Still got time
Bro,
to do it.
bro, I may be doing too much, but do you guys remember that jersey? It may be still on the Falcons website or website somewhere. But remember, it was like a Kyle Pitts jersey that was gray with the black and the red and the white in it. I would have even took you giving me gray pants with that gray jersey as an alternate as well, just to do something different.
Yeah.
Like I would have took that. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, it just like give me something that's just not. It's just not everything just going to be so bland and so traditional or whatever. And my thing is nothing wrong with tradition, but just make it exciting, make it pop. And it's just overall, I think these jerseys are going to grow on people. Because I do think they're better than our last jerseys. I will say that, but it's going to take a time to grow on them. Some people, they already love them. I've already spoken to some people. They already love them. They're going to get home and away jerseys. all that good stuff like that. That's cool and that's fine. But we're talking about the masses, and the masses think the jerseys actually still kind of suck. That's the unfortunate part.
Yeah, I agree, man. Them gradient jerseys, they were the worst. I get where they were going with that with the last jersey. I just didn't care for it. I love the all black, but like I said, I wasn't feeling the fonts or the letters on the jersey. But I like the all black uniforms. But
Yes.
Auntie coming through star stuff like she always do. She said black with a bit of a statement, but I'm out cool. I'm not buying the jersey anyway. See how she do?
Oh, well, there you have it.
See how she do?
Man, I don't think Jordan bought a jersey since Mike Vick.
If you bought that one.
She bought that one. I was gonna give him credit for buying that one, man.
Yeah, I give credit for that one. I got to buy me another one, man. I don't want the hell out of mine. They're bland for sure, but if the jerseys were lit, our season turns to be trash, then what's the point? Get dubs is the main thing. Absolutely.
That is true. It is all about dubs, and it's all about dubs, though.
Yeah, Willie said, are they better than the last jersey? Absolutely. Anything better than last jersey. Anything.
Yeah.
My Auntie George said, man, y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button.
For both channels, please and thank you. A1 Forever Sports and Smitty Sports Machine.
Facts. Johnny Mac, what's up, my guy? I think this is my cousin, man, if I ain't mistaken. I think this is my cousin. It might
Johnny Cousin.
Might not be. Well, I got a cousin named Johnny Mac, but we should have had Kirko agent negotiate for the new uniforms. Boy, I'm telling you. But Kirk Cousins getting damn paid. Do you hear me?
Getting paid, y'all.
Paid.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm telling y'all right now what the day is, April 2nd, so it ain't April Fool's Day. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I get up there in the upper echelon and all that stuff like that, guess who I'm hiring as my agent?
Kirk Cousins agent.
You damn right. I ain't gonna lie to you. Whatever percentage you want, big dog, you can have it. Because I know I'm gonna get it. You can have it.
And she said she don't have a Vic jersey.
See there? So I don't know, man. I don't know what to say then. What, Jesse Tucker? Shit, I don't know, man.
Harvey, I'm feeling a little better, man. I'm still a little under the weather, but I got to keep pushing these videos out, man. Stay in the algorithm. I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, Harvey, but thank you for checking on me, my guy. He said, do all respect as a fan, we complain about everything. I'm happy with the new color. And I mean, Harvey, I'm not complaining. I just feel like they could have took it up another level. I mean, I'm fine with what they did because, like I said, as long as we got that throwback, I'm fine. As long as we see that throwback, I'm fine. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna still be a fan, no matter if they win. No matter if they win all blue jerseys, I'm gonna still be a fan.
Hey, don't get me started with the all blue stuff. Now. Don't get me started.
Yeah, Josh, we finna transition right on into that. And how does this dude keep getting paid? How does he keep getting paid?
His agent to go. What else could it be? His agent is to go. We gotta get us some agents like Kirko. I'm telling you, that's one thing. If I don't remember anything else about Kirk Cousins, the one thing I'm gonna remember about Kirk Cousins is that man always gets paid. So his agent, you gotta shout him out. I mean, he do his job. That's what you want. Yeah, as an agent, that's what you want.
No doubt.
Kirk Cousins, what? How much we paying? Like 8.7? Is it 8.7 mil?
Yeah, we paying 8.7, and they basically Adam Schefter broke it down. He said he was signed a 5-year, $172 million deal with the Raiders. In reality, it was a 1-year, fully guaranteed $20 million deal that also contains a club option for 2 years at $80 million. So if they choose to keep him, which they probably won't, if they choose to keep him past this year, he will be making $40 million again the next 2 years if they decide to keep him on. So I'm just saying, oh my God, Falcons have to pay 8.7. The Raiders another 1.3, which is a $10 million bonus.
Right.
And the Las Vegas agreed to pay its new quarterback a fully guaranteed $10 million roster bonus on the third day of next year. And most notably, it also sets another new mark. This will be the 11th straight NFL season in which Kirk Cousins' contract will be fully guaranteed. No other player has ever done it.
Jeez.
No other player has
Yes.
ever done it.
Nobody has ever done that. No, I'm saying
Nobody.
nobody has ever done something like that. That's again, like I said, am I talking crazy by saying I'm going to hire Kirk Cousins' lawyer? I mean agent. Come on
Yeah,
now.
I should have his ass on speed dial.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. We gotta have them work out some deal, bro. We gotta get them fully guarantees. Ain't nothing better than that G word right there.
Matter of
There's
fact, I'm gonna
not a
give
lot of
you.
G words that are great, but
I'm
God is one of them, and
Yep,
guarantee is another one.
right. And third is Google.
There
So,
it is. There it is.
uh, Chris, I appreciate you, my guy. He said I can't wait to be on your show again. Still doing my thing on the radio down here, making Georgia. Hey, Chris, you always
Hey
welcome, my
man,
guy.
yes sir. Hey man,
Hey,
we could
crazy,
go ahead, go ahead.
crazy part about it, man. My grandmother was she is she was born in Macon, so she's from down
Mm.
that part of town. So I got a lot of family down there, man. And my cousin who played in the NFL, he was actually born down there too. So he probably know him. He probably know him. But
Right.
yeah, man. And he's actually he's in the Georgia Sports Hall of Fame. So if you go down to the Georgia
Oh,
Sports Hall of Fame, you'll see his picture up on the wall and his jersey, I think. He went to Tennessee State. So he probably know my cousin, man. So yeah. Yeah, Gizmo, he definitely robbing the bank. No tax. Because Las Vegas don't have tax, I don't think. And this is
oh,
actually Melvin, this is actually the reason why he went back. Clint Kubiak was his quarterback coach in Minnesota. Yeah. So
there you have it. You know, familiarity.
but how
You
does
know, it's
this
always a problem.
how does it get getting paid? I just want to know.
Yeah, bro. Hey man, Holmes again. Like I said, he just got one of the best agents out there. I mean, to be honest with you, to even hate on that man at all, would be honestly like a detriment to your character. You just gotta really just roll with it. I mean, he knows the verbiage, he knows what to say, how to say it, he knows how to speak the language of companies and of clients.
Facts.
So as again, I don't even put nothing on Kurt. It's all his agent. So, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody has already done a video or somebody's going to do a video. Somebody may just do a special video on Kirk Cousins' agent
Right.
just for being able to get all this done.
Facts. Chris said that's where our studio is right across the street from the Sports Hall of Fame. That's what's up, man. I might have to make that trip down there, man. Come holler at y'all, Chris. It ain't nothing
Right.
like 40 minutes away from me. That ain't nowhere. Kenny said, let's win games. I can go with them. Let's go. I mean, yeah, you got to go with them at this point. You really don't have a choice. 11
Yeah,
straight
of course.
guaranteed contracts is what everyone should do moving forward. Absolutely, Josh. If he can get a guaranteed contract, a guaranteed money every year, fully guaranteed, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, Myles Garrett, all these guys should be able to get full contract. Y'all just got the wrong agents.
Yes.
Y'all got the
Sometimes it's
wrong
like,
agents.
yeah, wrong agents. Wrong organizations. I mean, just honestly, I can't even. Well, I can't even necessarily say wrong organization because Kurt has been at the Raiders, the Falcons, the Vikings, the Commanders.
Right.
So I can't even say, depending on the team. I mean, some teams ain't going to go for it, of course, but if you get desperate enough, you may fully guarantee Kirk Cousins. And
Right.
this is another thing that made me think about it too, since we're on the subject. if they're going to fully guarantee Kirk Cousins and if he's going to be a part of the team and everything, like, what does that mean for Fernando Mendoza? Does that mean Fernando Mendoza will be a Raider, or is there a possibility that they actually may go into a separate route? I say that because Kirk just got out of a situation to where he thought he was going to be the starter, the only quarterback, whatever, the end-all, be-all, and then we draft Michael Penix. It will be the same situation if they draft Fernando Mendoza. He'll be right back in the same situation. And Kirk Cousins also, it was a rumor out that from his camp that he was going to choose a team after the draft. So the fact that he signed, you know what I'm saying, not days, but, you know, weeks before the draft even happens, what did the Raiders tell Kirk?
They told him something. I don't know what it is, but they told him something. Because at the end of the day, he ain't just went there for nothing, trust me. Because if he won't start, he wouldn't have went there. If he knew he wasn't going to start, and then let's be real, they could have told him, hey, we might go in this direction with the quarterback, but we need you to start until he comes along, until we feel like, you know, he's ready. And then we don't know where he's going to be because he hadn't took a snap in the NFL. So maybe they safeguard themselves because think about it, $20 million for a backup is probably average nowadays. So could he be a backup? Who knows?
That's the whole thing. We don't know.
Yeah. Joe said, how y'all feeling about our new running back duo being touted possibly the best in the league? I could see it. With Bijan and Brian Robinson, I could definitely see them being the best duo in the league because they cut from the same cloth. Both of them power runners. They have defense. Well, Bijan has speed. Brian Robinson, he can catch out the backfield as well. So they pretty much have two of the same running backs. So if Bijan takes a break, they don't skip a beat. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Again, I wanted old B-Rob talking about Brian Robinson Jr. And then you put him with Bijan Mustard, man. You're gonna have a dynamic duo. It's gonna be interesting. What I don't want to do is try to compare them to Bijan and Tyler. I think those are, you know, that's a totally different entity. You know, I think we should just let this be, you know, Bijan and our guy now, Brian Robinson Jr., you know, and just see where do they go from it. You know, down the line, if we want to, like, try to rank, you know, dynamic duos and everything like that in Atlanta, you know, we can do that later on. But I just want to focus on just these two guys and how can they gel and have their chemistry together and what can we, how can we benefit from it being Falcons fans.
Yeah. Kiera, he got $20 million guaranteed for this year. They signed a 5-year, $172 million deal, but really only this year is guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Tate said they'll look better in person than on the field. I hope so. I hope so.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think they're going to grow on people. I think once they hit your eyes multiple times and they just keep hitting them, I feel like they're going to really grow on people. I can really see that. But again, we shall see, man. At the end of the day, we shall see what's going to happen. Again, they are still better than our last joints. So
Agreed.
That's something we got to be mindful of.
Agreed. Tay said QB doesn't want Mendoza to start day one, and I could see that. He said that that's why he got Cousins, because they were together in Minnesota. Cousins knows they are drafting Mendoza. Kirk Cousins started for sure. And just like Chris just said, he could see it. So, I mean, there you have it.
Oh, no, facts.
Yeah, I knew it was some reason he had to go there. I knew it was a reason.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got to tell you. They got to tell him something. They had to tell him, you know, something that's going to make him feel secure. Because again, he wasn't going to sign with anybody, and now all of a sudden he's a member of the Raiders. I'm just glad that he's gone out of Atlanta. I just want to close the door on that chapter anyway and move forward. We did it. It didn't work. You know, regardless, it didn't work. So let's just keep moving forward.
Ryan, what's up, my guy? Hope all is well, man. Tonio said, do y'all think Pitts will be traded this year? It's looking more and more likely, Tonio. Chris brought up a great point. I let Chris tell you what he said earlier because it made damn good sense. But go ahead.
Well, yeah, because and I'm glad that you asked the question because we were actually going to segue into it. Yes, I until Kyle Pitts is running on that field week one, I believe Kyle Pitts is going to get traded. It's just okay. Ian Cunningham says it's my job to listen. Now, I know that can mean absolutely nothing. I do understand that part. But in the same way how it can mean nothing, it could be a sign that he's slick behind the scenes telling you, like, yeah, I mean, it's my job to listen, but the right deal to me just hasn't come through yet. If the right deal comes through, even if it's on draft night, even if it's somebody that say, hey, man, we'll go ahead and give you a couple of draft picks, the tight end that we wanted to draft the tight end. Such and such team has already drafted them. We don't really like the guys that are kind of like remaining. We know that Kyle Pitts is out there. We see that you guys, haven't necessarily worked out a deal yet. Could we possibly give you maybe a third rounder or possibly a fourth rounder for Kyle Pitts? But regardless, I just feel like the right deal hasn't came along. Because I know Bajan is getting paid, and the two guys that are mostly up in the air is Drake and Kyle. It's like, are you going to pay the wide receiver one, or are you going to pay the tight end one? The tight end could be cheaper, but there's so much value in that wide receiver as well, and the market is going to be the market. So ultimately, when it comes down, and until he is still running out there on that field, I believe there's a strong chance he can still get traded.
And think about this too, Chris. Shout out to Miss Dre. I'll get to that super chat in a moment. But when you talk about the way that they're probably looking at it, they are, making moves trying to save money, but going into next year, they're gonna have stupid cap space. Then they're gonna get a raise on top of that. So maybe they're just trying to wait till they get the extra money to pay Drake and just roll from there because we know they'll be able to pay both of them next year, actually, if they wanted to. But I think they should pay Bijan this year somehow and let that contract start next year and go from there. Because that's what $60 million you possibly got to pay out for two players. That's crazy. But again, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But Ms. Drill, thank you for that donation. Truly appreciate it. She said she doing them taxes and she'll circle back later. But she said, "What's good?" But Miss Drill, you definitely got to pay them taxes because we don't want Uncle Sam knocking at your door. And you do what you got to do. We'll be here. Just like you said, circle back around, catch the replay. Miss Kiera said, "Hey, all is well. Finally home from work. Hey, that's what you got. Hey, that's what it's about." Ryan said, "I love it. He can possibly be traded. That shows he's not afraid to move on from a former first round pick." Ryan, you got to remember, he traded Khalil Mack. If you trade Khalil Mack, you ain't scared to trade nobody. Because everybody in this league got a price. Everybody. Tay said, also blame Nike for the gray pants. For no gray pants. Nike could have get the color to blend right. I heard that. With the pants, they had to redesign the gray on the jerseys last year. Nike got to do a better job, honestly. See, that's the thing. Who I think Russell Athletic. It was Russell Athletic, Puma, and Adidas, who were jersey designers before Nike. See, the thing about Nike, they try to look a little bit more into being futuristic instead of just trying to make things, normal in the way they should. Because if you look at college football, some teams got 12, 13 combinations. It ain't no need for that. You only playing one damn game. So yeah, I mean, and I heard that too, Tay. But the thing about being able to design jerseys, try to stick as close to you can as the original. That's all. That's all I was trying to say. Because if you look at the background, that's as simple as it comes. And if you hadn't put that Falcons on the jersey, it would probably look just like that, just red. But like I said, I got a problem with it somewhat. But hey, at this point, what can you do?
Yeah.
Mel, go ahead.
Nah, I was about to say, yeah. Again, I just keep on saying, for the ones who don't like the jerseys, I think they're going to grow on you regardless because they still do look better than what we last had. I mean, the last day
Right.
we had was more so like of an eyesore, especially with the way we were playing and everything like that. It just made the jerseys really even worse. So again, I just feel like they look better. They will grow on you. I feel like, think about this too. Think about how it may look with an outfit. You throw the jersey on, have the rest of your ensemble going on, your shoes, your hat, whatever you're going to rock and everything. And it probably going to look good, with jeans. I know T. Will has said that, and I actually agree with that part.
Right. Right. Melvin said, do you still think Jesse Bates should get traded? And this is a topic that we've talked about a couple of times. And I actually mentioned this before the season even ended. And the reason why, as I'm looking at going forward, if they feel like Xavier Watts is ahead of schedule and he can take over back there, I think they'll make a move. But I also think if they feel like he can be an asset to this team, he take a bit of a pay cut. And on an extension, I can see them going that route to save money as well. But again, you can't pay everybody. So maybe they just let him play out this year and see where they are at the trade deadline. And if they comfortable at the trade deadline with another safety, he could actually be gone. So it's yet to be seen. But whether it's the draft or the trade deadline, he possibly could be traded.
Yeah, just got to sit back and really wait, man. It's still so up in the air. So many different ways that this team can go. And so many different veterans that's on this team, including Kyle Pitts, who is a veteran. So many veterans that could be moving on. I don't think you should get rid of all your veterans necessarily and try to start over. You're gonna have to pay somebody. You got to have that good mix and that good gel. Something similar to how the Atlanta Hawks right now. They got a good mix of young guys and veterans, similar to 2021. But they're doing it again, and right now they're able to win. I think a good mix of veteran and youth can take you a long way. And then that youth can make those veterans feel even younger. Sometimes that's a real thing.
Agreed. And being young at the edge position, I think it's something they still got to work on. But I think they headed in the right direction. If James Pierce comes back at some point this year, that's an added bonus. Let's get it. Say, I agree with the assessment. Look at the Cowboys. They tagged Pickens and already paid CeeDee Lamb. They're going to be sick next season, and that's true. And when you got to pay out 35 million, anybody going to be sick.
Yep. And then you had to pay Dak because he has Dak has a no trade clause and a no franchise tag. So it's either you pay him or he moves on.
Right. And he has 60 million. I think he's the highest paid quarterback. No, I think Lamar has overtaken him, if I'm not mistaken, because he's making about 70 million. And that sounds crazy for a quarterback, $70 million. God damn. Can I get a 3-wing snack?
Man, what you talking about? For real.
Miss Drill said, hey, Miss Drill, she agree with you, Chris. He gone. My logic isn't football intellect. The way it's moving, the way Ian is moving, I felt like one of the big names was falling. I thought it might be Drake, but he's featured in the uniform reveal, and that Chris said that.
There you go.
He said it's kind of strange. Kyle Pitts went in that new uniform reveal, and he's supposed to be one of the big targets and one of the stars of the team, but he wasn't there. So
he wasn't there. Ian Cunningham said, you know what I'm saying? Ian Cunningham said what he been saying. It's my job to listen. And then, even more so about that, remember our last show when we was talking about Drake and Bijan? Ian Cunningham says is at the top of his list as far as the extensions about Drake and Bijan. We still got to go through the free agency. We still got to go through the draft. After the draft and free agency, then we can start focusing on Bijan and Drake's extension. He didn't say Kyle Pitts' name anywhere in that sentence, anywhere in the whole thing. So it's like, okay, you got that. Now you see he's not even a part of the reveal. My thing is, remember when we knew that Julio was out of here? When all of a
Yep.
sudden the billboards changed, there was no
Yep.
Julio. Same thing with
Yep.
Trey Young. All of a sudden you see Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, Nikhil Alexander Walker, no Trey Young. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. Tay, I did a profile on him. I actually like this move if they make it in the third round. He said Florida cornerback Devin Moore was at the Falcons facility today. Top 30 visit. And when they do top 30 visits, they get to tour the facility and everything. So if he's still on the board in the third round, I expect them to go Devin Moore because they need another cornerback. He's 6'3", about 200 pounds, physical corner. He can play zone or he plays zone the best. He can play man and press, but when you talk about contested catches, he's one of the best in college football at that. And with the receivers we have in the NFC South, he would be an asset to this team. So Devin Moore, I think he would be a perfect fit for the Falcons.
Hey, and it's so funny that you mentioned Mr. Moore. One thing about it, you can't go wrong with a Moore. Trust me, I know.
Look at
But
you.
and what happened? Oh, but I'm saying, like, guess who was at the Falcons facility this morning? Mr. Devin Moore. It was on his Instagram. He posted, Mr. Devin Moore. He posted. He was on his Instagram, and he posted the Falcons facility out there, Flowery Branch. So Devin Moore is definitely somebody that they're looking at. And the last real Moore that I can remember is Willie Moore. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the last Moore that I can really remember that made a difference on this team.
But you want to hear something crazy, bro? Did you check out D'Angelo Pond's pro day? People talking about his style.
I missed that.
This dude ran a 4.31. He's athletic.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that.
This dude, I know he's 5'9". I know that. But if you look at his tape, he's always around the football. He can play the run. Yes, he can play the run. He can set the edge. He can play special teams. He blocks punts. And you mean to tell me if he's not there second round, you're not going to think about it? Come on, man. Make it make sense. And I know they might go trenches with that second round pick. But if they can possibly get another pick in the second round, D'Angelo Pond's got to be on your board, man. He got to be. He got to be. And with the way that he's been playing, and like I told y'all, he reminds me of Brent Grimes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He could be that dude.
Yeah. My thing is Brent Grimes, man. You know, folks slept on him. I mean, hey, folks slept on Brent all the time. But, hey, I ain't going to lie. One thing Brent had that leap in the field. He would knock a pass down. He would intercept it. And shoot, man, we used to like Brent Grimes. We did. Let's just be honest. We knew that there was times where he could get picked on sometimes, of course, because of that height. But overall, man, Brent Grimes was a good cornerback for the Atlanta Falcons overall.
Hey, Chris, they got a joke for you.
What you got?
You said the Cousins signing. The Falcons saying 1.3.
Man, yeah. We really did. That's a funny thing. We really did say 1.3. That's funny. That is funny. We really did say that.
And I see people saying he needs to be a nickel corner. And I get why y'all feel like that because of size. But when you're a pure athlete, you don't need size to play the cornerback position. I'm going to take y'all back like I always do. And my boy Ryan, if he's still in the chat, he can contest. That Philadelphia Eagles defense of the early 90s under Buddy Ryan, they had a cornerback named Eric McMillan. Guess how tall he was?
Like
he was about 5'7", about 175, but dude had the heart of a lion. So when I saw him play the cornerback position at 5'7", I stopped looking at size back then. Pause. But Brent Grimes is about 5'9". Well, he was about 5'9" when he played. And he didn't use that for no excuse. He just went out and made plays. And one thing about D'Angelo, he has a crazy vertical. That makes up for what he doesn't have in height. So I'm telling y'all, if they pass on him, I think that's gonna be a mistake. Christian Miller from Georgia. I would definitely take him at 48. And honestly, I think he jumped to the top of my board. He jumped to the top of my
Oh,
board. Just that boy, weighs 6'5", 6'6", 325 pounds. Oh yeah. Space eater what you need? Oh yeah. Can get after the
can't,
quarterback? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
but they say you can't teach that. You can't teach that type of size. You just can't.
No. No. And when you talk about him being able to get after the quarterback, him and Dorless, both of them pass rush and defensive tackles, oh, it's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a nightmare. Gary
I
Allen was
can't wait.
another one. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I said I just can't wait to see it. It's on the way.
This is an excellent question, Willie. Is there any benefit to trading picks before the draft versus on draft night? That's a damn good question. Because
I mean,
man, that's a good question. You know what?
I'm thinking about trading
Go
him
ahead.
beforehand. You would have to look at what his what the what the savings would be. That's what it would come down to. I don't, of
Yeah.
course, I'm not even at home or able to look at it right now, but that's really what the savings would come down with. What the savings would be before trading him before June 1st and trading him after June 1st. Like, what would the savings be? If you have better savings, after June, then you possibly may see him still be a Falcon for some
Do you
time.
do
You
you go
may,
do you go with over the cap for that?
yeah, you can go over the cap for that. Yeah. Yeah, I think you can go over the cap. I know I normally mess with old spoke track, but I know they're pretty good.
Yeah, man. But yeah, he definitely that's a good question though, Willie. But honestly, I think you would get more for him on draft night. Why? Because when
Depending.
you get all the way up till draft night, those conversations start to change. Say like right now, say like if you trade him, you may only get maybe I would say a third and possibly a sixth. But you go to draft night and it starts to be a need for a team, a position that they haven't
Mhm.
worked out fully. That could start to graduate to possibly getting picks to next year, 2027. So that is basically why I said um, it could be something. But let me see. Can I see it right now? No, it's only showing his current contract and his current year. So let me go try something else. Um, come on, man. Let me try over the cap right quick. But yeah, I just think he would actually, gain more on draft night because it changes. Uh if he's cut or traded pre-June 1st, they up for the whole thing. I kind of
Mhm.
figured that.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh
It all come down to that.
yeah,
And of
I
course,
actually don't think
compensation.
no matter what, yeah, no matter what they do is they on the hook for all of it. No matter what they do, they on the hook for all of it. So trade him
So
now. Now if they trade in post June 1st, they may get the team that's trading for him. They may take on some of the salary. I would say probably half of it, and Falcons have to pay the other half. But yeah, if you look at it, I think draft night because you could probably get more picks on draft night. So yeah, I can see that. His vertical is 43 inches, 43 and a half.
that's pretty good. That's pretty
Hey, hey Ryan, Eric McMillan was the 157. Eric McMillan was 5'7".
Mm-hmm.
Eric Allen was 5'11", 5'10", 5'11", but Eric McMillan was 5'7". Yep, but Asante Stammer Jr. barely made 5'10". He was a playmaker. Absolutely, absolutely. Quick last question, and we're gonna roll because I got to roll up. I got to roll out of here.
Yeah, I know.
Granddad's last question said, apology if covered. What up with Smitty and Chris? What Captain Kirk going to the Raiders? Do the Raiders take over his contract, or how much any of it? When will Kirk be announced cap? Now, Chris, tell them how much did they save?
1.3. 1.3.
they,
That's all
they
the
say
Falcons say.
1.3 million.
We have to pay 8.7.
Right, and we still owe him next year too. So, we owe him this year and next, but I think they're paying most of the roster bonus. Is what I'm guessing because the roster bonus was 10 million. So the Raiders will pay 8.7 million on the roster bonus, and we pay the other 1.3. But the rest of the salary is still on the books for this year and next year. So yeah, that's your answer, Grandizer. So that's how that rolls out. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all popping in with us right quick. We had to talk about these quick topics, and thank y'all for the super chats. We truly appreciate y'all. Again, new uniforms. Kirk Cousins goes to the Raiders, and it's Kyle Pitts on the trading block. All these questions are very legit, and I'm telling y'all, we got a long way to go. The draft is only 3 weeks away, but again, it seems like it's still a world away. But yeah, you got any final thoughts? If you do, man, you know what to do, man. Tell everybody where to find you.
Well, final thoughts are going to be, hey man, get ready. We're gonna try to, we're gonna get a little bit more specific. With some of these topics, not just like the old stuff, but also start talking about some of the new stuff, some of the expectations, all that stuff like that. We're gonna start sprinkling that in. Of course, giving y'all shows like that. Leading up to the draft, man, because that's what we do, man. We enjoy this content, we enjoy the Falcons, and we enjoy having each and every last one of y'all pull up on us and tell a friend to tell a friend that Smitty and Chris, man, we're out here doing it yet again. So A1 Forever Sports, that's the platform on YouTube. Come over, like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the A1 family. Also the same with Hawks Digest. Hey, them Hawks, man, one of the hottest teams in the league. Definitely one of the hottest, if not the hottest, in the Eastern Conference. So, man, make sure y'all checking us out over at Hawks Digest as well. Twitter, A1 Forever. Instagram, A1 Forever. And the real A1 Forever on TikTok. Make sure y'all find y'all peace today. It's not too late, still daylight out. So make sure y'all find y'all peace because that positive energy always creates elevation. And that's how you find that.
Facts. But hey, Granddaddy, I'm trying to get there, man. They trying to hold me back. But I'm gonna get there, man. I'm almost at 16K, man, but I'm gonna get there. But y'all know where to find me, man. Smitty Sports Machine on YouTube. Also find me at Fatboy Slim _21 on Twitter, because I'm always over there blowing that thing up, man. We were supposed to have a mock draft tonight. I'm still a little bit under the weather, so I want to give 100% when I welcome Mr. Miles Garrett back on the show. So we're going to reschedule and probably go back next week and give y'all that mock draft, because y'all got to have it. We're going to try to reschedule for Wednesday, and we'll get it to y'all, man, because trust me, I've been a lot under the weather, but I'm still pushing out content because I know I got to do it, because I got to keep y'all updated. But like I said again, man, thank y'all for the donation to the channel. Thank y'all for the donation to Chris' channel. And we're going to roll on out, man, because I got another video to work on to push out a little later. And y'all make sure y'all check it out. But until then, man, we're going to holler at y'all later, man. Peace.
Peace.